That yellow card was never really shown to a player. It was shown to an entire profession. And maybe no one in football has ever blamed himself more than Olegario Benquerença. On the 25th of January 2004, winter in Portugal was not supposed to feel that cold. But that night, the stadium felt freezing. Benfica were playing Vitória de Guimarães, and the match was already in its final minutes. Everyone was just waiting for the whistle. No one expected what happened next. Benfica striker Miklós Fehér, a young Hungarian player, suddenly grabbed his chest and gestured toward the referee. He wanted the game to stop. He was clearly uncomfortable. But Benfica were leading by 1 goal, and Guimarães were still chasing the equalizer. To the referee, it looked like Fehér might just be trying to waste time. So he didn't think too much about it. He pulled out a yellow card and showed it to him. Fehér didn't argue. He didn't complain. He just gave a helpless little smile, and no one knew that smile would be his last. Only seconds later, with no challenge, no contact, and no one even touching him, Fehér suddenly bent forward and collapsed onto the grass. In that instant, the whole stadium changed. The noise stopped. The chants stopped. Everything went silent. Then came the screams. Players from both teams ran toward him. Medical staff rushed onto the pitch. Everyone surrounded him. And the referee just stood there, frozen. Looking at Fehér lying on the ground, his mind went blank. Why didn't I stop the game? Why didn't I ask one more question? Why didn't I notice something was really wrong? By the time the ambulance came onto the pitch and took Fehér away, everyone was praying. Praying for a miracle. But there was no miracle. A few hours later, the hospital confirmed the news. Miklós Fehér had died after suffering a sudden cardiac arrest. He was 24 years old. People could not accept it. He was supposed to get married just a few months later. Instead of a wedding, there was a funeral. After the match, the players left. The fans left. But the referee stayed. He stood alone in the middle of the empty stadium. Then he took a red card out of his pocket. That red card was not for any player. It was for himself. He raised it toward the empty pitch, just as he had done so many times before. But this time, the one being sent off was him. After that day, he said he would never referee another football match again. Never step onto a pitch again. Because for all those years, he had believed that being a referee meant protecting the rules of the game. But that night, he understood something deeper. More important than the result, more important than the rules, is the life of the player. And he felt he had failed to protect that. Later, thousands of mourners attended Fehér's funeral. Teammates, supporters, and strangers all came to say goodbye. Benfica then retired his number 29 shirt forever, so that no one else would ever wear it again. Over the years, football changed. Rules improved. Stadiums became better equipped. Defibrillators became standard. And because of that, tragedies like this are less likely to happen today. But I still think about that referee holding up a red card to himself. And I still think about that young player with the final smile.